Ever wondered why we went fishing just for chickens? Cause they're what we like the most. Till we heard a scary song about chickens that were ghosts.
And if chickens turned to angels but are still too dumb to fly, and headless chickens to the countryside, one more tune about a turkey wouldn't do us any harm. We'll have poultry in motion as we dance around the farm.
Chicken in the hay, hey, hey, hey. Turkey in the straw, ha, ha, ha. Pick 'em up, shake 'em up, squawk, squawk, squawk. We'll have poultry in motion with the bawk, bawk, bawk.
This week I've been whistling tunes from a music CD we started offering entitled Poultry in Motion by Jan Giles. You'll be hearing music from this new CD throughout today's segment. Poultry in Motion features 14 folk-like tunes about chickens and some life lessons as well. Started Pearl White Leghorn Special. If you want one of our best white egg layers and want a jump start on when they will begin to lay, this is a special for you. Our starter pullets of pearl white leghorns are now available for just $9.99 each. These pullets are 15 to 24 weeks of age, so you don't have to wait long at all before your first egg. There are limited supplies, so order now if you'd like to get in on this special deal for starter pullets of the pearl white leghorn. 4-week-old rainbow layer special. For the upcoming July 14th and July 21st hatch dates, we have a special on our 4-week-old rainbow layers. You can now get 12 of these hens at a special price that includes shipping. At more than $50 off the total price, this may be a good alternative just for you. The new coop from Grownomics. Just this week, we began offering the Grownomics Pet Coop. Made right here in the United States of America, the coop is very creatively designed and can be assembled with virtually no tools, as it uses a tongue and groove fittings throughout. Grownomics has a great video for the coop that we have included on our website. Something to think about: chickens in hot weather. Okay, summer is here and temperatures are climbing. Be sure to pay close attention to your flock of chickens to see if they're showing signs of stress from the heat. Signs might include panting, losing feathers, being lethargic, or having a decreased appetite. If you notice a strong odor in your coop, you may need to look at ways to increase the ventilation your chickens are getting. A well-ventilated coop will keep chickens comfortable and less stressed. Make sure the coop has plenty of windows, and if possible, keep the doors open if they can stay protected. If you must keep the coop closed, perhaps include a fan to help increase the airflow throughout the coop. Insulating the coop will help it stay cool in the summer and warmer in the winter as well. So if you have the money and the time to insulate the coop, I would suggest that as an alternative as well. Of course, be sure the chickens always have plenty of water. A great boost for the chickens during this time of the year is our Quick Chick supplement. The Quick Chick is loaded with vitamins that will help the chickens when they are stressed because of the temperature. If you have the ability to do so, let them out of the coop. Let them free range around your yard or your property. And if you're worried about aerial predators, remember you can always use the Peck and Play enclosure to keep them safe. If you're limited on space, the Peck and Play will keep them in a designated area as well. So it will protect them from aerial predators, and it will keep them confined to a certain area within your property.
Bait her up and cast her out into the dust. Fishing for chickens, trying to catch big ones. White ones, black ones, yellow ones, red ones. Don't matter, just as long as I get one. Mama finds out, gonna catch another licking. Cause Mama don't like nobody.
And now it's time for Chickens in the News. Heather Augustin of NWITimes.com reports that Porter, Indiana Town Council recently rejected a motion that would allow chickens in town. The current ordinance classifies the chicken as a non-domesticated animal and requires residents to live on a minimum of, are you ready, 5 acres before they can have a chicken. Council member Elka Nelson said no to chickens because she was worried that they are too costly, that they are too hard to keep warm and feed in the wintertime, and worries about the chickens being abandoned by resident owners. Council member David Woodrich is the one who made the motion to change the ordinance because he wants families to have fresh eggs untainted by steroids and to let children learn how to care for the chickens, according to the article. Kara Spoto from JournalTimes.com reports that aldermen have recently deferred making any decision to allow chickens in Racine, Wisconsin. Resident Wayne Kleeman brought the initiative in front of the aldermen at a recent meeting. The last time the issue of chickens was discussed was 4 years ago, and at that time, 250 residents signed against the idea. Public Health Administrator Dottie K. Browser-Socks has agreed to research the idea when her calendar frees up from other initiatives, but was quoted as saying, "I think on multiple levels, it's a really good idea." And finally, Alexandra Stone from myhighplains.com in Texas reported the High Plains Food Bank Garden is going to host a backyard chicken workshop. Justin Young of the High Plains Food Bank Garden says keeping chickens is really simple and offers a step towards sustainability. He knows there has been debate about the benefits and downsides of keeping chickens, so he wants to educate the residents on how to do it correctly so it stays in their minds as a positive thing. The organization currently has 6 chickens, which provides 6 eggs a day and helps fertilize other parts of the garden. So congratulations, Justin, on taking such an initiative to educate the people around you about the joy of keeping chickens. You might have watched United States soccer here recently, and we've got the Tour de France that's going around this time as well. But this time of the year is also triathlon season, and we check in with our favorite 4-time Olympic triathlete and now experienced chicken owner, Hunter Kemper, on the phone. Is Hunter not there, really? He knew we were calling, right?
You've reached Hunter.
So he's not.
Please leave me your name and number, and I'll get back to you.
You know, these Olympic triathletes, they're constantly training, so hopefully we'll get Hunter off his bike and to where he can talk to us. Let's try him again. Yeah, ring it again. I feel lucky this time. Let's see. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, we're probably about not quite midway through the season, almost about midway through the season here in the summertime. You know, my season goes from spring until early fall, and so I've had a couple races so far, a couple of top 3 finishes in some big international events, and so I was happy about that. I've done races all mainly here in the U.S., and I've got a race here this weekend in Minneapolis, Minnesota, one part of the Lifetime Fitness Toyota Race to the Toyota Cup Championship Series, and so it's exciting, you know. I mean, I'm excited about still going after my dreams of trying to make it to a 5th Olympic Games, and this is all part of the process. And ultimately, my main goal this year is to try to win the Hy-Vee Triathlon Labor Day weekend. August 30th is when I'll be there in Des Moines, Iowa, and I finished second there the past 3 years, and hoping to bring home a win in front of my family, who will be in attendance as well. So looking forward to that race.
Well, that's awesome. So yeah, it's right there in Des Moines, right in our neck of the woods for Mcmurray Hatchery here. I mean, we're so close. I might as well bring down the chicken outfit and let you run in the chicken outfit. Do you think that would help?
No, that could be a little slow in the water, maybe. I don't know how chickens do in the water. The outfit might be a little bit slow, but you know, if I can get those feathers flapping on the run, that might be actually a little bit helpful. So yeah, I mean, Des Moines is right there, a little bit south of where you guys are in Webster City, and I had a fun time visiting the operations there and the entire hatchery early in February. So it was a fun time seeing the hatchery, what the process goes on, and having over 100,000 chicks hatch every week, every Friday, and it's pretty neat to see. It's an amazing operation. So yeah, it'd be pretty neat if you guys could come down and see what I do on the race course in Des Moines Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, we've been following you closely, obviously, from some of the different races, and try to keep all of our customers and your fans updated through social media and through our social media outlets and through the newsletter and whatnot. And so we like to touch base with you every now and then on your performance in racing. But how have the chickens been doing? That's what we want to know about as well. I mean, how's it been going? You are a new chicken owner. In fact, when you were at the hatchery, you didn't even own chicken. No, you had the chickens for a week or so, and now you're this seasoned veteran of several months for chicken ownership now. So how's it been going?
Yeah, it's been great. It's been a lot of fun. I have a bunch of different breeds. You know, I have an Araucana Americana. I have a Buff Orpington, a White Leghorn. You know, I have quite a few, a Barred Rock and a Rhode Island Red. Quite a few different breeds, and they all have their interesting personalities. And it's just like any family. I mean, I've been a chicken owner since late January, and what the cool thing is that we've actually come to fruition that where they're starting to lay eggs about a month ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago. Our white leghorn was the first to lay her first egg, and the rest have kind of followed suit. And we probably get on average, I mean, it can be up to as many as an egg a day for all the chicks. So 5 eggs, we have 5 birds, and it's been exciting. It's been exciting to kind of have the eggs. We just had 2 nights ago, we had a breakfast for dinner, so we had a bunch of omelets, scrambled them up, and it was great. And what's unique about it is you know, you get to see the different personalities, like I said. And, you know, our white leghorn hangs out with the barred rock, and those two are kind of run the roost a little bit. And then, you know, our buff Orpington seems to get almost like a little bit picked on, and actually did get picked on by the barred rock a little bit, where I had to separate the two for a couple days. It's almost like any family, you know. I mean, sometimes the leader of the brothers and sisters might pick on the one that's a little bit more quiet or whatever. So it's pretty amazing how you see each of the chickens kind of hanging out with one another. They kind of mingle around with one another. So I feel like it is definitely, I know you guys call it chicken TV. It is that way in the evening for me as well. And we let them free range in our backyard, and then, you know, they're real easy to kind of take care of in the evenings, because then they just kind of go up into their coop for bedtime. So it's been a lot of fun. Really enjoying it. Our 3 boys, my 2-year-old, my just turned 4 and 7-year-old, I've had a lot of fun with them, learning responsibility about cleaning out the chicken coop, and also collecting the eggs. So it's been a lot of fun, and I'm hooked on being a backyard chicken farm.
And so when you know, has anybody asked you, you know, what the heck are you doing with chickens, or have you had the opportunity to tell anybody about your chicken ownership and maybe converted a couple people to the idea, perhaps?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, my small group from church, 2 of the 3 families are now chicken owners as well. So it's pretty neat to see that they and I believe I know at least one of the families got their chickens from Mcmurray Hatchery. So it is neat to see. I definitely spread the word about how much fun it is, how easy it is, and how little time it can be for the family. It's not that time inducive in regards to your commitment. And so it's great. And then the reward afterwards. I think, and the families that I'm telling about, I also try to make sure I drop off some fresh eggs, because I mean we're getting so many eggs nowadays. I feel like on a daily basis we can't eat that many, which is great. So we just kind of give them around to neighbors, and to my sister-in-law who's in town, gave her a dozen eggs. So it's been a lot of fun to kind of share that reward as well, and then talk about it, why we have those fresh eggs. So it's been a lot of fun. I definitely share the work, and in the triathlon community as well. I mean, I think backyard chicken farming and being that chicken owner, it goes hand in hand with a triathlete who's concerned about health and wellness in their diet and the nutrition, because you can't get any more organic and more fresh than fresh eggs from your backyard, and know where it's coming from and know what you've been feeding our chicks. And so it's been great. It's been fun to kind of give them our scraps off our kitchen table, you know, things to see them really enjoy getting after. And they're easy to catch. And my boys have had a lot of fun. I got some pictures to share. I'd love to share with you with the newsletter as well. But you know, they love picking them up and just kind of chasing them around the yard and having fun with them. Hopefully the chickens like that as well.
That's great. I tell you, well, Hunter, I mean, best of luck to you. As always, we'll be praying for success for you in Minneapolis here and all the future races, as we keep everybody in tune to how things are going in your upcoming races. And, of course, we look forward to more updates for the chicken with your chickens as well.
Yeah, I look forward to hopefully talking to you here next month and give you another race report about how things are going and how things are going on in the backyard chicken farming here for me as well. So I just want to thank all those that read the newsletter, read the Murray newsletter. Thanks for following my journey, and I've been enjoying reading the newsletter more about what it means to be a chicken owner and kind of more of the farming side as well. And it's been fun to see the pictures and reading the newsletter as well. So thanks for that, and I look forward to staying in touch.
Well, that's it for this episode of Poultry Pursuit and MMH Television. We'll see you next time, and we'll leave this episode with another song from Poultry in Motion.
Will there be chickens in paradise in that sweet by and by?
You know, you might have watched the United Soccer States.
All freed of their sins in that great chicken coop in the sky. Will there be chickens in paradise perched on the throne of
Hold on, Lisa. You need to stay back here for a second.
scratching and laying and pecking and praying, crowing perched